that you had a better chance than most. Some would say it's... Or have you become great because of what has been thrust upon you? Watcher of Cadnua, Herald of Berith, Hound of Aethys.
Oh my God. You're really... This can't...
I see you, Shodi. I am glad that we could meet, even if it is under quite unpleasant circumstances.
This is really happening, right? Gon, your humble priestess is before you. Please, tell me what you require of me. How do I save more lost souls than I can carry in one lifetime?
I know that you have undertaken a noble mission, but I will tell you what I told the Watcher. You need not fear for the lost souls of this world. As for you, Watcher, why is it you believe you have made it this far? As would we all. But you have come a great distance for answers. What would you ask of me, Watcher?
That we have. And I got a request. Down here. God, look how full my lantern is. I've been harvesting day and night for you, my God.
Lantern rattling. Sickle gripped so tight her knuckles are white. She wait-
My dear Shodi, I do not mean to diminish your presence here. But this is a question that the Watcher needs to answer. She alone was tasked with pursuing me. The gods have placed her in this fire. It is only right that we speak together now. You need to know? Or Berith? Or the gods? And it would seem even she whose presence shakes the heart of this mountain needs to know. Margaret fears what I will do, just as she feared what I would do in the Deerwood. But this time, there is no power on Eora or in all of hell to stop me. Understand that what I'm saying is neither a boast nor a challenge. It is the clearest statement of truth I can give you, give Berith, in the hopes of dissuading you from taking actions that may harm others. Yes, I am sacrificing lives from this generation. For the benefit of those who have not yet been. The other gods may be willing to make similar sacrifices, but they will be in vain. I am going to force gods and mortals alike to open their eyes to one another. And all the powers of hell cannot drive me from this course. It seems my sister does not like the sound of that. I want to return the gods to our original purpose, and to allow mortals to worship us, or ignore us, for what we are, not what we pretend to be.
Shodi gasps sharply. For once, too stunned to blurt out a response. Her eyes are wild, with too much white showing, when she glances from Aethys to you.
Whatever you're doing, there's gotta be a better way.
When I entered Widewin, I did so with the intention of illuminating the history of Anguith. I wanted to show all the nations of the Eastern Reach the machines we had used to create ourselves. How we had hidden our true nature from mortals for millennia. But even if I had succeeded, my words would have been easy to deny. Belief creates the foundation upon which a mind's reality is built. Some minds can never let go of that foundation. They would rather hold tight to the world in their mind than accept what they're being told. We began with a dream that if we provided guidance to mortals, each generation of souls would grow stronger. And if the souls grew stronger, societies would become better, moving ever closer to achieving the potential we believed all mortals have within them. Over 2,000 years have passed. Hundreds of generations have been born, lived, and died. If the world has improved under our guidance, mortals should be prepared to understand the truth. If they have not improved after all of this time, then we have utterly failed in our aims, and there should be a reckoning of our faults. The time has come for a new covenant between gods and mortals. One, I will leave this place. When I reach that place, and when my Adair, the divine, I only wish to destroy the darkness that surrounds the gods, that you may better see us for what we are. An understandable response. Still, I'm surprised Margaret is reacting this way. I would have thought she would appreciate it. Both gods and mortals alike rely on the wheel. We depend on it for the souls that give us power. Mortals depend on it for the lives of future generations. Breaking it will force all of us to face the truth. We will fail together or move forward together. Either ending is preferable to the cycle we still find ourselves in.
Wait! Before it's too late, you gotta take the souls I harvested for you.
They are not for me to take. Shodi, you are their guardian now. You are their protector. You have taken responsibility for them, and only you can. Once again, the gods have put you in a precarious position, Watcher. Considering all the troubles I have put you through, the least I can do is protect you from the wrath Margaret has intended for me. Perhaps I will have another opportunity to make amends. Until then, this will have to do. Brace yourself, Watcher.
Guys and gals, we are literally being touched by the hand of God right now.
Hey, Aethys. We're not done here. You and I, we're not finished. Don't think you can just move me aside like all the rest. Maybe you can't be stopped. But on behalf of everyone you've trampled, betrayed, and ignored, I'll be coming to see you again.
Perhaps we will meet again, Adair. Until then, take care of the Watcher.
Aethys's great hand floats away from the luminous Audra pillar. As it pulls back, for a brief moment you see a golden tether flash into existence between the pillar and the great Titan's back. When the Audra fingers gently cradle you, there is first a sensation of warmth, but it is followed by a harsh splitting of consciousness. Your awareness vacillates erratically between the physical world and the spiritual dimension of Aethys's body. Your soul glides amid the many trapped with Aethys. As your brilliant form passes by them, they call and reach out for help. Below, your attention returns to the heart of Aethys's body. Deep within the whirling masses of souls, you again sense your own presence. The fragment that was we are together again. Are you ready to be together again? Since we've parted, you've become someone else. I have become myself. When we join, we won't be ourselves anymore. Your senses yank back to your body, still in Aethys's hand. There is light, sunlight. He has emerged from Ashen Maw, the rim of the volcano and the great keep of the Rathun collapsing behind him. The Adra is barely visible through the thick lava covering his body, and still, he moves. The ocean is gone, water sucked away, leaving only the bare seabed glistening in an ominous silence. You summon the strength to turn your head. Through the cracks in the great god's fingers, you see a wall of water, taller than Nekataka, taller than Aethys, as tall as the moon. It comes with the rumbling of a terrible stampede. The wave slams into Aethys. His hand closes, protecting you from the devastation. Somewhere in your mind, you hear Andra screaming. You are back inside him. Back with yourself. Are you still the same Watcher who returned the lost souls of the Deerwood to the wheel? The soul observes you, waiting. I am. Good. Then this should be easy. You feel cool air, seawater. The back of your mind pulls your attention back to your body. Aethys stands amid the now calm waves. Kraken futilely clinging to his limbs as he gingerly sets down your ship. He carefully opens his other, setting your body on the deck. As your head comes to rest, your vision rocks forward, pulled back into the Adra, back to your soul. Some of us is lost to him. Fragments and the empty spaces between them. They will always be a part of him. But we are still us. And it's time for us to go. Together. The soul rushes toward you, flying into you with ferocious speed. You are thrust back through the Adra, out of the palm of Aethys's hand, back into your body. You can feel the sensation of your skin, the warmth of the Adra, but you are not fully in control. The other soul struggles to reach the surface of the body's consciousness, but you pull it down. Entangled, you float in a dark, boundless expanse. The more you fight each other, the closer you become, until somehow, impossibly, every piece of you is touching every piece of them. Through the distant window of your eyes, you see Aethys push slowly against your ship. Though his touch is light, it is still the touch of a man. The ship lurches, rapidly tearing across the water southward. His hand pulls away from your ship's wake, his body straightening, towering overhead. The volcanic rock, now cooled and gently steaming, sloughs from his body as he moves. The Adra beneath is still immaculate, unmarred. He watches you depart, and you hear a voice in your mind as you sink deeper into the blackness of sleep.
Tell them what you have witnessed, Watcher. Tell them what is coming.
The windows of your eyes retreat into the distance. The fragment of your soul is so close to you in the darkness that you can't tell if its thoughts are separate from your own. Aethys is going to Ukaizo. He's going to stop the wheel. Aethys is going to Ukaizo. Aethys is going to Ukaizo. He's going to stop. The words repeat in your mind until they become an incessant, meaningless mantra. Involuntary meditation in the emptiness of your unconscious. When the words finally dissolve and become part of the darkness, you see a pinpoint of light. You no longer sense the other soul. No longer sense the person you were before Aethys touched you. As you come closer, The light becomes two blurry spots of radiance. You settle in behind your eyes and feel your lips already moving, one moment.
Are we simply going to wait? What if she never wakes up?
Are those frilled collars stuffed in your ears? If the Watcher's mumblings are right, then Aethys is marching on Ukaizo. We have to move. He's seizing power from the very gods who betrayed him. Destroying the wheel to make sure they never... It's a coup, and we have to muster the strength to stop it.
The unraveling of Kohopa from Tangaloa is our greatest test from the gods, I say. We must live to deserve the world they make for us.
You're awake. Welcome back, Watcher. Your arrival in the wake of the eruption at Magrin's Teeth was... You shared a great deal while you were asleep. We aren't sure...
You look about as befuddled as I feel, Watcher.
Join our talks, I say. Rational discussion will gust away the ominous smoke rising from Ashen Moth. The dead fire is no stranger to cataclysm. We can survive. For what else did the gods place us here? We who have ships and resources enough to make a difference.
What we need is brass. Roatai has ships and cannons aplenty, but the only way I'm sending them is if...
Ships have formed the blockade around Queen's Berth. Their commander demands parley with Serpent's Crown.
What? But what about our ships? I must get a message through to the captains.
For what do our enemies paint a target on their hull? This is a stirring bid for my attention. Send word to my water shapers to drain the sea around the flagship. I would parley on better terms than this.
My queen! They fly the colors of pirates! The Principe are...
Well, what have we here? Forgive me, Lawson, but it looks like you're having a party. A rather fine one to which you didn't invite me.
You painted vagrants are a plague on my tribes. Why should I not hang you from the walls of my garden?
You should be asking yourself how they got in here in the first place.
Oh, I do love when they squabble. But I'm here for neither pleasantries nor entertainment. We've bigger fish to fry. Or should I say gods. Now everyone just calm down. I promise we won't fire on you at this time. Unless firstly provoked. That is, until once we've safely absconded from the city back to the high seas. Then all bets are off again. Aye?
Yes, well, if you have a point, pirate, I suggest you reach it quickly.
We're supposed to take a bunch of pirates at their word?
Right you are. However, I'm here because I've got questions, ones that can't wait. And the Lovesome Watcher's the only one likely to answer them nicely. Ukaizo? What's the lost city of gold got to do with a god on a rampage? Well, fuck if that doesn't put things into perspective. But what's that even mean in the long run? Folks who die won't be coming back again. This is all dark and foreboding sounding. But what's it mean for my soul? I mean, I like the idea of pirating throughout the Great Beyond as much as the next gal. But if, say, I got no awareness after I die, does it even matter what happens?
Ak, of course you have no interest past that of your eyes and your stomach. Let us speak now of what can be done. Must be done. Watcher, you know best of all of us what our options are.
The Huana made compacts with the gods on Lost Ukaizo. Anything can happen on the shores of our ancestors. I say it is a place where mortals can reach beyond themselves, do freely what animancers struggle to dream.
We have to act quickly. Defending Ukaizo is the highest priority. Our ships are fast and well-equipped. We could sail to the edge of Andra's mortar. See if Aethys' passage opens a way through the storms. Of course, finding Ukaizo once we're through is another matter. That's so. You just might be able to save us.
We speak of collectively sailing for Andra. It is for this moment that the gods test me. Anyone who seeks to cross Andra's mortar will learn that the gates of Ukaizo are the end of compromise with the Huana.
I don't mean to let Aethys end us while we bicker. But the fate of Ukaizo is not exclusively a Huana concern.
I think I'm getting the gist of it now. While these witless princocks go at each other's throats, we Principi will cut through the storms and plunder the City of Gold. Whatever Aethys is seeking in those ruins, we'll find it. And then we'll sell it to the highest bidder. That, or me and mine will have front row seats to the end of the world.
If the Huana cannot take back our beginning, then our end fast approaches. The gods will judge us by our devotion to Ukaizo.
Are you going to guard it as closely as you've guarded your palace today? Ukaizo was yours once, and you lost it. Meanwhile, the storms that cover Andra's mortar plague Rauatai too. We will help the Watchers stop Aethys, but we will not leave our country's future in soft hands. We hope the Watcher agrees.
Watcher, there are two kinds of people in the Deadfire. Those who have called it home since time immemorial, and opportunists. With Ukaizo under our control, the Huana would restore order as it has not been seen since the days of our ancestors.
Ak, order. And the only question is whether it will be the order of ignorance and tradition, or else of conquest. The secrets to be found in Ukaizo could elevate us all beyond the telling. I will not relinquish that dream so easily.
Watcher, I say the time to play at freelancing is at an end. Any of us could get you to Ukaizo, but only one of us will stand by your side.
Let's speak, Watcher, while we have the chance.
I say it is not every day that a ship pulls into port from Margaret's teeth. Your coming is a favorable omen already. You happen by a time when our rivals... It does not take a priest to see how the gods send us an outside... How can I when they... Posh, I will not paddle around that, but if the green god crosses Margaret's teeth... I see. Too much has happened for you to waste words with the royal brother. From now...
Guess I wasn't so hard.
He smells one touch. You are a woman who sits across a fire with death. For gloating mighty Tangaloa, and her rewarding those who appear. Tangaloa rolls a Akira. Tangaloa knew it would be.
So the crown granted your master an audience. How did it go?
Kara, it went tempestuously. My master says the outsiders have been given too many concessions. Those days are over.
We're built to weather challenges. Not just the one. You and I.
When the dust has settled, we must settle somewhere away from this city.
I would like that.
What do you need of me? Well? I suppose it is. Are you... Word of our order, I am the sun. All we had to our... That's the long and short of it, really. Well, you would need to become a shield bearer yourself to really... My thanks.
What say, Hunter?
Curse Aethys for all of this.
Say that about Gone and I'll wash your mouth out. With mud.
My hands are feeling better. It's my pride that's still sore. Don't take this the wrong way. I'm sure you're... Let's talk again when you...
Well, that's it! For Gone's sake, I can't take it anymore. Oh, I'm seeing red all right, everywhere. And it ain't a passing vision. Pallegina, we're gonna have words, you and I. And maybe you'll even apologize.
Little woman making a big noise. When someone takes that tone with me, what follows is not conversation. In the Republics, no one would bat an eye if I cut you from gut to gullet and left you holding your in...
You can throw your threats around in an attempt to avoid this, but it won't work. I want the air cleared, at last and for good. The problem is, this featherhead doesn't know when to stop squawking obscenities about the gods, Watcher. I've been turning a deaf ear for too long, disgracing both myself and my god, ignoring the no-good, sour sound...
There come Blanca. Another frail faithed priest has come to mumble tearful protestations because I don't see the world with their blind eyes. I'm sure this will be as fresh as a pasture full of cow droppings. I'm working my way down from active disdain to slight regard.
The more she disparages the gods, the more she tempts ruination on her very soul. I can't just let...
Of course you see it as and little girl. You have no idea what it is like to grow up being godly.
That's why I asked you what in this. It's her or me, Watcher. You're not wholly wrong, I reckon.
If after all you've seen, Watcher, you really believe that we're both right, you're an even bigger fool than this one. Anyway, I'm not the one who got upset. I'd just as soon get on with more important...
Guess that leaves me to apologize. I'm sorry, there...
Ado, my hunter. To what do I owe this deal? I hope I will still find this disgusting when I am important enough to toast with the elite bounty hunter. I tell them all that the captain of your ship will always be my favorite hunter. A sea troll has been made. That's thief. Warriors fan out. You have done us both a favor. My esteem in the bounty community rises, and hunters come to buy me drinks. My friend, you have drained the wellspring and made us both very famous. If you have not spoken to her yet, find the Goldpack Knight Okauro in Sacred Stair. She can give you more work. My friend, may the heads of your bounties always roll from their necks.
From the tedious bureaucracy.
Pallegina, doesn't it ever just feel heavy to you?
Well, my armor.
No, the weight on your soul. Don't you worry one day it'll drag you to the depths of hell? I know I do.
No, my soul is light. It will enter the beyond when I die, like anyone else's.
You're right. Every soul does go in. But not every soul gets to come back out.
Instead of worrying over my soul...
Fuck, my little privateer. You have new... Perfetto. It goes without saying. The company's Venus Vitrak. Gelate. You can catch up.
God shepherds us all, traveler. Seek out his temple along the sacred stair, that thy path shall be made clear.
My intelligence speaks of agitated whispers in the Valera household. Have on, then, and don't leave me in suspense. Now we know enough to sidestep this particular trap. Here, your deserving pay. I suggest we allow this heist to play out as intended. This will be the end of the Valera's short, ignoble reign in high society. It most decidedly is. I have no use for a faint heart. Find me when you come. Speak up. My business never sits still for long. Speak to Captain Villamy. You will find him downstairs in the vault.
Freedom of the estate doesn't mean you get to ignore me.
Well, I guess that wasn't so hard.
Nothing will slip past me.
Consider it done.
All right, guess that wasn't so hard. All right, all done. All right, but I'm keeping... Guess that wasn't so hard. All right, but I'm keeping what's in there.
Nice and quiet.
Already on it.
All right, guess that wasn't so hard. All right, guess that wasn't so hard. Last, I guess that wasn't so hard.
Consider it done.
All right, all done.
Can do.
I take it that Sally clued you into the plan. You will wait in the shadows of the vault. We will bring up the rear with reinforcements. I'm open to questions until we begin execution of the plan. We do what comes naturally.
Bold words. Can you back them up? I don't want to get into a fight with you at my side, only to find out it was all bravado.
Not bravado. Sally wants this handled cleanly, and I am sure that the thieves as well prefer direct confrontation over the alternative. I don't intend on losing any good men or women tonight. My guards will keep a low profile and watch out for the villain.
Merla! Itzali is sharper than she lets on if she knew we were coming.
Surrender now, and I offer you mercy. I make no promises that I'll follow through.
The odds can turn when you're distracted by too much talk. For your lives, boys! At them!
Come now, step into the light.
Death to our enemy!
It's a good thing her aim was about as shaky as her plan. Go on and head up to it, Sally. She'll want to hear what happened. I've seen worse.
Not a problem.
Eyes open.
Nago. What fools these Valeras are to think Mela.
Respectfully, Mestra. If this feud spills any more blood, it may draw the attention of the dukes themselves.
Silence is the least of what coin can buy in sufficient quantity. But then you would know that better than most, Sere Pallegina. And you choose now to feel a spasm of conscience. Atelo has led his family into their present misfortune. Kill him, and what remains of his litter of jackals will destroy itself. It hardly needs to be said that I'll reward you handsomely, but I will say it all the same. Do we have a bargain? Return when it is done. I will make...
powerful influence on this family.
Sally will be sharpening her knives. It's time for us to do the same.
Gods help my churlish braggart of a son. How did it ever— You, what are you doing here?
Merla, I will put down this bar.
Lava beyond sick.
Sorry, friend. I can't.
This fight was nobody saw that. Beyond sick.
Snug. Was raising the deer wood not enough for you? You have just killed a prominent member of a high-seated Valiant family. I am not going to stay here to see what excuse you have, or who will be next to die by your hand. I should have known entering your company was a mistake. Gores, Watcher.
That's not nice. All done.
Not a problem.
Yeah.
Me.
Death to our enemies.
I've got something over here.
All right, but I'm keeping what's in there. All done.
Nice and quiet.
Better run. That's it.
Lava beyond
That's the stuff. You know what? I'm impressed. That was, whew, wow. I've never experienced anything like that before.
Sounds like you two got something real special there.
Did no one ever teach you? You've been good to me. Better than I thought you'd be. I may not always show it, but I appreciate it. I guess. My owner... Things weren't perfect between us. Sometimes she'd cry after using me, or scabbard me and ignore me for days. It was complicated. You won't tell her about us, will you? Not that I like you or anything, I just don't want her to get the wrong idea. She's very sensitive.
Bold. Like your style.
Ugh, I hate you. Keep your feelings to yourself. This was a mistake. I knew I should. Just point me at the map and I'll mark the last place I heard she was going. Some city called Dunnage. She dumped me, okay? She said she couldn't do this anymore and tossed me in a... Do you feel better now that I've humiliated myself for you? I don't want your fucking pity. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Let's go.
That order's too tall.
Smart, stoning. You're mine!
Come on! Lavaru beyond seek.
Good.
Lavaru beyond seek.
Should have run.
I'll see what I can find.
You better run.
Fast!
Oh, easy. All right.
I'll go on ahead.
You're mine!
Ixie. Oh, no. Oh, good.
Not sure I can.
Lavaru beyond seek.
This fight is mine.
Well, I guess that wasn't so hard.
How'd you come by that scar on your brow, Aloth?
This? I found myself in a rather perilous...
So, it's finished at last. Atello Valer, it will be refreshing to engage with accomplished foes for a change. You have done all I asked for. If you'll excuse me, I must see to some I confess. I take full responsibility.
Mother! When I was little, me and my brothers used to spend hours chasing each other through the Merkberry fields. Don't think a day went by I didn't have a skinned knee or a bleeding elbow.
Well, we did that sometimes. Only my brother usually had a hand in the bleeding.
He older or younger than you? Either way, I bet he's just as strapping.
Older. Was older. Then Ray and Sarah's invaded.
Oh, I didn't... I mean, of course, that's... God, but I'm so sorry.
Chest appears wouldn't do us any harm. Oh, a stolen chest appears wouldn't do us any harm. Oh, a stolen chest appears wouldn't do us any harm. And we'll all hang on behind. And we'll row the old Paris wheel along. We'll row the old Paris wheel along. We'll row the old Paris wheel along. And we'll all hang on behind. Oh, skirting up
can pull that off.
Death to our enemies!
Lava beyond seeking.
You find yourself in cold, suffocating darkness. There is a familiar weight in your hand. A lantern. A wave of blistering...
Lay your blame elsewhere, Wodika. I won't suffer your arguments any longer.
Mogren looms large before you. Wodika screws her mouth into a sneer.
You fool! If only we had attacked him when I first proposed it. You would...
The pallid nut... The Watchers... Wal's many eyes alight on each god.
We try. Is there nothing we...
Mogren glanced...
The time has come for us to see...
Andra nods, her lure bobbing...
I did.
Should we be killed, we may possess the bodies of our godlike children. Or should we face a force too powerful to stand against? We can... Helia's wayward daughter, yes. She would die. Her and thousands of others.
The pallid night speaks with the chilly temperance, possessed only by the god of death.
We are your... But the time for that...
Mogren El...
But we get ahead of ourselves. First, the Watcher must get to Kaizo. And that will be a trial.
The god...
Helia...
Of course. And the Watcher will be forced to reckon with it if she wishes. But you met
Go prepared, Watcher.
There is another... What do you think of Aothis' scheme to destroy the wheel?
Let us go.
Aothis, he believes Kith will rise to his challenge. I am not so sure. He found out...
If we still had...
Do not lay your... What if Aothis is right, and Kith succeed in rebuilding the wheel? What then?
And what if...
Then they do...
We have to... Wodika... The pallid...
Watcher.
The pallid knight's eyes bore into your...
The future of Kith. Time moves. Go, Watcher. Do what you must.
The edges of your vision. The pallid you come to...
I found my spine on the dead fire lines. Tell me where, hey, who